Hello, what is up everyone? Dobby is the most mobile echo among all. Now take a closer look at the movement card here. Every time you move, the next card will be a blink or teleportation. So imagine how much possibility this could give you. You can blink away from controlling spell and avoid an attack. Then you can also blink forward to sneak an attack on your opponent. A strong Dobby deck user can use Dobby to climb rank all the way to the top tier. But of course, a Dobby deck requires a lot of multitasking and fast reaction speed. So for some people, it requires a lot more practice than the others. As for myself, it took me quite a while to produce a decent match, a few decent match actually. Today's video is just to introduce to you all some of the different variations to a Dobby deck.
Now you're in trouble.
What are the popular Dobby decks being used by top players?
Alright everyone, we're in this together now. I'll get you with this.
Look at this is Dobby's Ghost. Another passive from Dobby's Echo is that whenever you teleport away or blink away from a location, you will leave behind a Dobby's Ghost. So if your opponent or any of the enemy units destroy this Dobby Ghost, that enemy or your opponent, whichever it is, will be slowed down. So technically for Dobby user, you need to keep moving, because this way you can actually deal a lot of controlling effect on your opponent. But if you move a lot, it also means that you need to have a lot of movement cards, which means a golden Snitch card is very important, crucial for Dobby's deck. Right, and let's take a closer look at the deck that I used in this match. Main damage goes to this spell, the Obscurus. This Obscurus actually deals normal attack. So once you are back to your human form from the Obscurus, for that 5 seconds you will be susceptible to damage from your opponent. So you will see the red color aura on yourself, so make sure to protect yourself. So my next secondary DPS would be the Fooper. So since my Obscurus deals normal attack, definitely I will need to bring my Kevin assist card to increase my normal attack. Alright, so during the match, you will sort of need to protect Kevin for a while so that Kevin can stack up your normal attack buff.
nothing.
Transfiguration of Fury. Nimbus 2000.
Release Fupa to store for some time while I wait for other cards. Right. Centaur can distract your opponent as well. So you see, I bring forward near to my opponent to sneak and attack with my Apognon.
Nebulous. Nimbus 2000.
This isn't what the book said.
Phoenix.
So releasing Phoenix
Thunderstorm.
to heal my Kevin.
Expulsor. Apognon. Nebulous. Golden Snitch. Incarcerate.
Okay, Dobby goes.
Nimbus 2000.
And you can see the effect on my opponent.
Transfiguration spell. Thunderstorm. Woofer. Nebulous. Three-headed Fury. Nimbus 2000.
See the red aura on myself. After using Obscurus for 5 seconds, I will be susceptible to attack. So I will receive more damage.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Thunderstorm. Woofer. Apognon.
You got it. You got this.
Expulsor. Nebulous. Golden
Whenever you see Golden Snitch on your deck, try to release this card as much as possible so that it doesn't affect your amount of movement, because for Dobby you really need to blink around a lot. Right, so the next common deck top players use, or even like mid-tier players, would be the Dobby Avada Kedavra deck. Main damage definitely goes to Avada Kedavra. It's a killing spell, as you all know. Every time you kill an enemy unit, it doesn't have to be your opponent. It can be the creature summoned by your opponent. Okay, every time it's taken down by an Avada Kedavra spell, it adds 25% damage to this spell. So once you manage to kill 4 enemy units with this Avada Kedavra spell, your subsequent Avada Kedavra can one-shot your opponent.
Golden Snitch.
I believe this opponent is a bot, to be honest, but yeah, this is the best I can produce. Okay, so I managed to remove 1 enemy unit with Avatar, and you can see under my character I have 1 green arrow indicating that I have killed an enemy with Avada Kedavra. So right now I'm thinking on how to remove another one with Avada Kedavra. This is like charging your Avada Kedavra spells so that it becomes a killer spell. Okay, now I light up 2 green arrows under my character. Okay, 3 arrows lighted up. I just need one more to activate Avadar's passive.
Full sword. Golden snitch. Expulso. A pisky. Bewitched snowball. Inflated Dobby. Monster. Spider. Golden snitch. Expulso. Oh.
All right, everyone. We're in this together now.
Atmosphere charm. Adobe. Monster. Bewitched snowball. Spider. A pisky. Troll. Expulso.
Alright, so once the Avada Kedavra's passive is activated, you will see a green color spirit hanging behind your character. So this would mean that you can one-shot your opponent already. So there are different ways to one-shot your opponent. For the first match, I was trying to like blink over and one-shot my opponent because I saw actually a lot of players doing that, but as you can see, I failed for this one. There should be a certain way that you can accurately one-shot your opponent. Alright, so this I got lucky because the bot actually ran towards my avatar. So for this second match, again, Dobby Avada Kedavra.
Golden snitch. Spider.
Opponent is using the Newt deck. It's kind of hard dealing with a creature summoning deck because you will be bombarded with a lot of creatures and you don't have that enough mana to use your Avada Kedavra, and Avada is not an AoE DPS spell. Avada can only kill one unit at a time. Yeah. So make sure to focus on charging up your Avada Kedavra. For this match, I think I wasted too much time in the early game. So there are many ways you can one-shot your enemy with Avada Kedavra. For the previous match, I tried using the blink and one-shot method. That one requires a lot of practice to be accurate in your aiming, because whenever you blink, you don't know whether your Avada will slant to one side or will be straight. Okay? So let me know down the comments below if you know of a better way to one-shot your enemy with Avada Kedavra. So for this match, my method is a more simple method, which is using a controlling spell like the inflating charm to stop your opponent from doing anything before you cast your Avada Kedavra spell. Okay, so the next Dobby deck will be the Dobby baseball deck. So baseball will be your first DPS. You can also use the method of using Akio to pull your enemy forward to you and sneak a Pogno on them. So you have to use Kevin assist card for this deck because baseball deals normal attack and you will want to increase the damage of baseball. And sometimes you can also bring in Confringo if you find that you are matched up with a lot of creature summoning deck users. And these three cards are quite common for Dobby deck users. So I will show you an example from a match shared by my friend. You can focus on this player named Ani. She's using Dobby baseball deck. Somewhat similar to the deck that I showed you just now. So main point of this video is to show you how you use Dobby with baseball card. This baseball can also deal AoE damage to any enemy units within its pathway.
This isn't what the book said.
Golden Snitch.
So if you notice early in the game, Arnie was trying to protect her Kevin. You should make sure your Kevin can survive as long as possible so that it could stack up the buff for your normal damage. And this way it will make your baseball damage more painful.
Golden Snitch.
Alright, everyone. We're in this together now. Alright, everyone. We're in this together now. Alright, everyone. We're in this together now.
Golden Snitch. Lost and
And another match. Also watch how she tries to protect Kevin while in the process of playing her baseball.
Alright, everyone. We're in this together now. This is what the book said.
Expulsor.
Golden Snitch.
And you may take a look at my old video on Dobby for solo PvP.
right, everyone. We're in this together now.